Are you tired of getting feedback that your writing is too hard to follow? You spend ages crafting a document only to hear it's confusing or overly complex. The truth is, most of us are just guessing when it comes to readability. But here's the good news. Microsoft Word has a secret weapon buried in its settings that gives you concrete, objective scores for your writing, and you can unlock it in about 2 clicks. First, I'm going to walk you through turning on this hidden feature. Then we'll run a simple check. And finally, I'll show you exactly what those numbers mean so you can start improving your writing today. Now, before we run any readability check, there's one thing we need to do first. By default, Word doesn't show you these statistics. You have to flip a switch to enable them. So let's do that right now. Open up Word and click on the File menu in the top left corner. Down at the bottom of that menu, you'll see an option called Options. Click on that. A new window will pop up. On the left side of that window, look for Proofing. Go ahead and click that. Now scroll down a little bit until you see a section that says When correcting spelling and grammar in Word. Towards the bottom of that section, you'll find a checkbox that says Show Readability Statistics. Check that box, and then click OK to save your changes. And here's the really important part. That checkbox is the master switch. Without it turned on, Word will run the spelling and grammar check but completely skip the readability scores. So make sure you've done that before moving on. I've seen so many people get frustrated because they follow every step but forget to turn that on first. Alright, now that we've got that set up, let's move on to the actual check. Go up to the top of your Word window and click on the Review tab in the ribbon. It's right there in the middle, usually between the Insert and View tabs. This is where all the proofing tools live. Next, look for the button that says Spelling and Grammar. It might just say Spelling and Grammar, or it might have a little checkmark icon next to it. Click that to start the check. Word will now scan your entire document for spelling errors, grammar issues, and stylistic problems. Now, this next part takes a little bit of patience. Word will go through your document one issue at a time, showing you suggestions in a panel on the right side. You can click Change to accept a suggestion, ignore if you think it's fine, or add to dictionary for words it doesn't recognize. But here's the thing you need to remember. You have to work through every single suggestion. Word won't show you the readability scores until you've addressed all the flagged issues. So take your time and go through them one by one. Depending on how long your document is, this might take a minute or two. Once you've addressed the last suggestion, Word will close the panel and a new dialog box will appear on your screen. And this is the moment you've been waiting for. This dialog box contains your readability statistics. It'll show you things like the number of words, characters, paragraphs, and sentences. But the two numbers you really want to look at are at the bottom. Flesch Reading Ease and Flesch-Kincaid grade level. The Reading Ease score is on a scale from 0 to 100. The higher the number, the easier your text is to read. Aim for somewhere between 60 and 70 for standard business writing. Anything below 30 is going to be tough going for most readers. The grade level score tells you what US school grade level is required to understand your writing. For most general audiences, you want to aim for a grade level of around 7 or 8. That means someone in middle school can comfortably read it. If you're seeing numbers like 12 or higher, that's college level, and you might want to simplify your language. And here's the best part. Now that you've seen these scores and know how to access them, you can use them as a practical tool every time you write. Run this check on your next email, report, or proposal. Use the numbers as a goal to aim for. Over time, you'll naturally start writing clearer, more accessible content without even thinking about it. So that's it. You've gone from guessing about your writing to having hard data you can use to improve it. Try it out on a document you've already written. I think you'll be surprised by what you find.